Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mavis&Me. Today I'm back down in town and we are going to go pick up some dog food because I was running kind of low. So we're driving over to what's basically a food service warehouse, and I buy dog food, chicken backs and chicken necks because we feed a raw diet, which is awesome. I'm going to talk about that later. We feed a raw diet to our dogs, and so we get this stuff at fairly good prices. But for the big dogs that we have, and we have 5 dogs, it ends up being actually really affordable, and the best savings is their health. Our dogs are very, very healthy as far as like skin conditions, dental problems, ear problems, what else? Gastrointestinal problems, pretty much none of that. I haven't seen that in forever, years. The only weird thing that we have is Mavis doing her drooly thing, which I don't know what that's all about. You know, nobody seems to have the answer to that. I don't think it's diet related at all. So anyway, I just wanted to show we're gonna go pick up our stuff at food services, and I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll talk more about a raw diet. Okay, so I'm looking at my receipt here, and we spent $86.11 for 120 pounds of raw chicken. And I figured that averages out about 51 cents per pound, which isn't too bad. But of course, how much do we feed, right? It doesn't really matter how cheap the food is. If I have to feed, 30 pounds of it a day, then that's too expensive. So I figure I feed Mavis. She eats about 3 to 4 chicken backs, depending on how big they are, how heavy they are, and how much fat's in them. And I think I figured it takes 3 chicken backs to make 1 pound. So generally speaking, I can feed Mavis easily for under $1 a day. Now, I don't know how that compares to kibble, because I don't feed kibble and I haven't fed kibble for 20 years. But I know the last time I went in and looked at a decent brand of kibble, it was incredibly expensive. I think it was like $60. It was puppy food, but $60 for 40 pounds or something like that. And I'm guessing you feed out a lot more per dollar per day than I am feeding out in raw food. So that's another thing to consider, is just raw food generally is more inexpensive. It's good for their teeth because they have to chew it and kind of work their teeth across those bones, which knocks the plaque off and all the tartar. And it's good for their breath because they don't have that kind of yeasty, bready mouth that a kibble dog does because there's no grain in it. And it's good for their coat because they're getting natural enzymes and fats, and they're breaking it all down the way they're meant to with their acidic stomach. They're not meant to graze rice fields and corn fields and wheat fields, right? Dogs are meant to eat things that they catch and things that they can find. So in that respect, the raw food is much more healthy for them. So this is where I store the food when it's thawing, and it's in this wagon with kind of a cage on it to keep somebody from helping themselves. Little turd. No, I wouldn't do that, not me. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, well, he tends to get in here and steal the food, so we keep it in this thing. And what we buy is chicken necks. Here. Oh, look who came. Here, Debbie. Hurry. No. Here, it's okay. So we get chicken necks for the little dogs. And over here we have chicken backs for the big dogs. So the Rottweiler, the Doberman, and Mavis eat these guys. and the Boston Terrier and the Frenchie and the cat eat these guys. General rule of thumb, these guys don't have a whole lot of fat on them. The neck, the skin is gone. So the French Bulldog eats about 7 a day. So that's what, 6? It's about that much a day. I don't know if you can get a feel for how big that is. There's my hand. So not a whole lot. The Boston Terrier, who's a little bigger, gets maybe a third again more. And then Mavis will get 2 of these at night, so that many at night. And she gets 1 during the day, in the morning, because I feed her twice a day. So she gets this much, so basically 3 pieces a day, split up in the morning and night. And these right here, that's probably about a pound, maybe a little over a pound. Depends, sometimes they're really big, I mean like huge, like from here to like there. And then other times they're really small, so it's kind of hard to say for sure. But generally speaking, 3 a day, sometimes 4, sometimes 2, depending on their size. The Doberman eats the same amount because she's also an adult, and then the Rottweiler puppy probably eats about twice that much each day. But that will only last for another, I don't know, 4 months or 5 months until she's finally just a little over a year, year and a half, then she'll not be eating so much. What are you doing under there? You're such a bad kitty. Licky, licky, licky. Your little tongue, that's adorable. Anyway. So we bring them out here to thaw, and then they live in the freezer, obviously, the rest of the time. Hungry? Do we eat? Let's go. Oh, good girl. Go away, bad kitty. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Yay, all done. Okay, go. Good job. Good job. What a good girl. Yeah, we're not going in the car. We're going inside the house. Good girl. Okay.